Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum, my third secondary students. Welcome to the second semester of Durus Online. Today, from your book, The Traveler 6, we have writing, and we continue to Unit 4, and it's all about writing for today. So, as usual, we start with what we learned today. So, today we have two things, and the two objectives are about reading. Number one, to write a report. Number two, to use and appropriate phrases in writing a report. So if we start with the warm-up, if you take a look, now everybody is planning for summer vacation. Some of you will have a summer vacation outside Saudi Arabia, or some of us will stay inside Saudi Arabia for summer camp. Mostly some schools here still do some summer camps for students who want to stay inside Saudi Arabia and spend their vacation, in something useful. So if you were considering going to a summer camp, what kind of information would you like to have about it? So let's say you're planning for summer camp, and this year you're not leaving Saudi Arabia or South Saudi Arabia. So what kind of information you need to know if you decided to go on a summer camp? There are too many things to know, like, boys have different activities from girls, and also some of them will ask for school summer camps or usual summer camps without schools. So we're trying to write a report, and this is our main objective for today. So there are tips and advice that can help you to write a solid report. So we always start in any writing with introduction, main part, and conclusion. So for the introduction, once we write about something and we report it, so we're writing a report. So for the introduction, you state what the report is about. What is about? I'm going to write something about 1, 2, 3, which is 1, 2, 3. So you state what the report is about. Now, number two, for the main part, actually you have 2 or 3 paragraphs. So in these 2 or 3 paragraphs, you give information and expand on the points you want to make. So you give more information about what you're reporting about. You give some statistics, some information, and expand and give details. Also, make recommendations and suggestions, especially if you previously has ever been to something, so you have some experience about it. So you recommend this, or you make suggestions for your readers. So you try to convince them from your own experience. And of course, finally, the conclusion is when we sum up things and give, most of the time in any conclusion, our opinion if we're writing about something controversial. And here for the report, you state your overall impression or opinion also about the detailed report you're writing about. Of course, soon we'll have a rough report or a draft report or an example of a report written about some school. Okay, now we're going to read about Michael's school that they do some kind of summer camps. Michael's school organizes holidays for students at a summer camp every year. The head teacher of his school has asked him to write a report on the suitability of a summer camp he has visited for his school's next summer camp holiday. Now, this is the report. So you start with to somebody here, from somebody, and the subject. So to John Marshall, head teacher of Conrad High School, and from Michael Shaw, the subject, the New Frontiers Adventure Camp. So let's start with the introduction. This report focuses on the main features of the New Frontiers Adventure Camp and the possibility of using it for our next summer camp. Location. To begin with, the camp is based in the British Virgin Islands, an ideal spot for a marine summer camp. With its beautiful scenery and crystal clear waters, there are coral reefs, sea life, and numerous exotic islands to explore. The fine weather and calm sea both offer a perfect setting for diving and sailing. Now, about the staff or the people who work or the employees who work in this camp, the instructors and camp supervisors are all qualified and experienced. Overall, I found everyone to be both friendly and helpful. Moreover, they ensured that high standards of safety were maintained at all times. Now, let's talk about organized activities. Now we have details. The camp offers a variety of daily programs for campers. One program that is particularly interesting is a 2-week diving course, which includes night diving, visiting shipwrecks, and underwater photography. This course offers the opportunity to explore coral reefs and see amazing sea life. This is an experience which is both enjoyable and educational. It is recommended, however, that daily activities should be carefully planned as a very busy schedule can be exhausting. Now, let's go for the conclusion. Now, taking everything into consideration, I believe that the camp is an ideal choice for next year's summer camp. Through a well-planned daily program, the students of our school will not only be able to have fun and relax, but also benefit from exciting new experiences. So that was a report about Michael's school, who's planning to do some kind of a summer camp in England, and the location is right into the Virgin Islands, where there are very beautiful scenes. It's very beautiful place to explore coral reefs, do some scuba diving, and also get educational about too many stuff. So all of us would love to go to some kind of very beautiful places. So if you go there, it's not only exciting that you got different activities and wonderful places to visit and too many things to know about, but also you get in touch with things you need to study, like in science. You can see the coral reefs, how they live naturally underwater. You can see shipwrecks. You can see the types of the sands, the animals that live on island, and the animals that live on or inside the water, the climate, the type of habitat on the island. Too many things actually. You do fun and learn a lot of things at the same time. So if I tell you now to write the same report about Saudi Arabia, okay, now Saudi Arabia has too many beaches and seasides on the Red Sea and the Arabian Gulf. We got cities like Jeddah and Jubail. Jeddah, which is very famous for its beautiful beaches. Also, that is on the Red Sea. Also, we got Jubail, we got Dammam, we got Khobar. These are also, they have more than or numerous numbers of beaches for people to enjoy the sea at any time of the year, especially during the summer. So if I tell you to do some kind of report about this, I'm sure many of you have visited these beaches and enjoyed the seas, the seaside, the beaches, the sometimes sand football, volleyball, scuba diving, parachuting, banana riding. All of these are wonderful once you go to the sea. So if you ever been to some kind of beaches, now you need to write a report about them and convince people that also in Saudi Arabia there are beautiful beaches that you can really do some nice summer camp inside the two beaches, which is the seacoast on the Red Sea and the seaside at the Arabian Gulf. So you got an international magazine is doing a feature on your region and wants to include information about popular beaches. You have been asked to write a report about one of the beaches in the region. So include the following information. So you got information. First, where the beach is. Where is it? Is it on the Red Sea seaside, or the location is at the Arabian Gulf? You got to give a description of the beach, and also you got to number the facilities provided or the services that are provided by the seaside. So what we have done today was all about writing. So we talked about how we write a report, and then I read for you a draft report or a sample report, and then we asked you to write about, an international magazine asked you to do a report about your region, and you need to convince them that you got some beautiful beaches. This same way we did Michael's summer camp. So what we have learned today was all about writing. So we got an introduction where you state what the report is about. And in the main parts, you give information and expand on the points you want to make. Also, you can make more recommendations and suggestions for people to visit this kind of place. And always, finally, we end up with a conclusion and you state your overall impression and opinion. These are the references taken from your book Traveler 6. And for more information and lessons, you can visit our website ain.agu.sa, and you can follow us on Twitter for ain_edu, and call us on this number for any updates or technical support or any kind of information. That was all for today. Thank you for listening for this, and I hope to see you again. Until then, have a good day, and assalamu alaikum.